Hey everyone, welcome back to After Hours content with me, Nick, and we're continuing to get our butts handed to us on Dathomir. Yeah, last session was a bit of a rough one, but we're making some headway. I think we're ready to move on to the... Is my little guy still under there? He's really hard to see. No, the camera doesn't angle that way. Where'd you go? Man, he's like a wizard. He just disappears. It's like a cat when you don't want him to find you. Or, you don't want him to find... You want... Hold on. It's like a cat when he doesn't want you to find him. There we go. That took a minute from my brain to process for whatever reason. But, we're back on track now. Let's not fall off. I was adjusting the mic. Alright, what's his face should be... right over there. Let's just... Thought I hit the X button. But apparently I did not hit it soon enough. Cool. Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot about that later. That's okay. Alright, over we go. Let's see what things await me on Dathomir. Probably should have changed my... Hold on. This is kind of bugging me a little bit. Let's see... That goes a little bit nicer, I think. And it's a little less on the contrast, but it's a little different. Alrighty. Up we go. Oh, wait, wasn't there a shortcut? That's right, there was a shortcut here. Haha! Up we go! Whee! Oh, right. Your things I have to worry about. Oh, that didn't kill all of you. Weird. Alright, that could have gone better. Oh!
I'm feeling weak, BD.
Alright, so that could have gone better. I guess it depends on if they have anything to fly into. Alright, good to know. Off we go. Doopa 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 into the dark, scary tunnel. Oh, BD that. Oh.
Looks like the Zepho worked.
Apparently he can reveal hidden text.
Strange. This place seems abandoned, but...
Hi, Marin.
You trespass, Jedi.
You must be a Nightsister. I had heard you were all dead.
Not all. Dathomir is forbidden to you. Leave at once.
Well, I'm afraid I can't do that, but perhaps we could help each other. You see, Easy. I'm not your enemy.
Your actions say otherwise.
Wait, hold on. I'm not here to...
Yep, here we go.
There. Yes. Move up slowly, brothers.
Oh, come on.
Dim BD.
Stop his recovery.
Alright, what's your deal, boys?
Come back here. Try me, Jedi. Not
Nope.
tonight.
Okay, alright. Whoa! Let's try changing the combo up. And let's not get between them. That's gonna be bad. Nope.
Don't let him rally. Prepare to die, Jedi.
Ah, come on, don't. Oh, there we go.
No,
Okay.
outsider.
Well, hey, Cal, you wanna?
Help, please.
Nothing.
All right, interesting. Woo! Okay, we survived. What are these guys called again? Zabrax? Zabrax? Actually, I'm gonna double check. Yeah, Zabrax. Yeah, these guys are pretty fierce. Oh man, oof. So, when they're infused with the Nightsister's attacks, my god, my nose is going absolutely crazy right now. When they're infused with the Nightsister's sort of mojo there, whatever you want to call it, these guys hit hard. The only thing that is a benefit is if I try to attack them. Another thing over here. Yep, figured. Is I have to wait for them to leave themselves open, or I have to parry their attacks very carefully. But they will very often mix their heavy attacks with what they're doing to make it a lot tougher for me to do that. Now, if I remember correctly, there's also a thing over here I should be able to reach. Maybe. We're gonna check. We're gonna try. And fly, Cal! Uh-oh. Alright. Try that again. Alright, I think we got it. We got it. Just, nope. We gotta angle it a little bit better. Come on. So, it's not totally realistic for me to, like, change direction like that on a rope. But it would be super hard. Ah, yes! Otherwise, to grab it. Speaking of which, ropes are like one of the hardest things you can do.
Nightsister survived. Something about her is familiar.
Yes, you literally just met her. But oh, there's a force thing over there. Have we talked about how some of the platforming in this is a little wonky? But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, ropes. Ropes are actually a little difficult to plan for because, well, if we just hang out here for a second, depending on where you're grabbing the rope, like you see how like the bottom half of that is supposed to like dingle dangle around, but that has to change the further I go up the rope because it's no longer being pulled taut. So you have sort of like this dynamic situation where depending on where the rope is tethered, some parts will be taut, some will be loose, and rope dynamics are really hard to plan for. Is like in animation movies, at least, you at least have like the ability to like paint and like not paint. That's more for 2D, but you have the ability to at least like work with it and like make it the way you want. But with games, it's all real time, so you have to make sure it works for a variety of situations. So I would argue it's probably a little bit harder. Hey, BD. Alright, we got our... Oh, hey! You know what? We're gonna... Excuse me. Nope.
Hi, brothers.
Ay, 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 ay. Nope. Stop it. Alright, cool.
Stop him from moving.
No. Alright, that didn't go over too well. Oh, no.
I'll end this quick.
Take this opportunity here. Oh, you only did the one, huh? Aha! Yeah, with these guys, you should not wait for them to attack you. Lower down their guard, sidestep the really big stuff. If you can get around them, you strike them. These guys are really tricky in combination with tight spaces, though. We gotta be careful. Though I'm pretty happy I only used one stim with that. Alright, cool. That goes over there. Cal. No. Let's just do that for now. Thank you. Okay.
Interloper!
You're... Oh, no. Oh, okay. I can't just do a little dodge. You just stay there for a second.
Another stim. Stim, BD.
Like, the big advantage with their mauls is that they're big and heavy. Oh, dang it.
Try harder, weakling.
Oh, did he change his attack rhythm there? I'm not sure. So I was trying to like basically combine it together and get him off balance. It worked a little bit, but I got a little cocky and I took a few hits myself. So we gotta get used to that. Anything in here we can use? So this is kind of interesting because so far we haven't had a lot of tight corridors, and Dathomir will definitely use this to their advantage. Plus, it also makes the player feel more constrained and more nervous. That's something else you can do a lot with games is actually use the environment to elicit a feeling from the player. Like right now. Alright, come on down over here, bud. There's a lot more room. Or, okay. Nope.
Die, Jedi.
I don't wanna.
Stop dancing around.
Ah! Whoa, hey now. Oh, that one I can... Okay, so that one I can just sidestep. Hey, I got a skill point. Sweet. You know what? I'm actually going to backtrack a little bit just so I spend it and don't lose it. But I will not heal for right now. It's a little risky, but I'll take it. But yeah, it's very interesting because through careful crafting of the actual physical layout of the level, you can actually guide the player where they want to go. We kind of talked about that like really early, but you can also elicit... Oh, I didn't want to do that. You can also elicit certain feelings from the player. So the tight, constrained spaces, repulse versus leaping slash, or burst slow. That might be useful. I haven't really had a need to do any airborne stuff, and I don't really use the leaping slash a heck of a lot, which I really should. So we'll go with this for now. Cool. And what else was I saying? Versus like a wide open area can be a little bit more relaxed. And like I'm trying to think of what else you can do with it physically. Like, oh right, I forgot.
Intruder, below! Fight me, you coward!
Oh, I guess I could have used repulse there. Whoa, hey now. I'll see you in a minute.
Withdrawing.
No one's withdrawing anything.
I'll avenge you, brother.
Yeah, you can try.
Try me, Jedi. You stopped me.
Haha! Oh, there we go. Okay, okay. Doing good, doing good. But no, I got 2 more to go against. Look, music. We already talked about this, but...
I see you.
I see you too, bud. Oh no.
Enough running.
I really should just attack him when he does that.
Have to try harder.
See, like, there you go. Because they tend to use, like, the big charge-ups, which will make you nervous, but it leaves a little spot for you to just go boop.
I found you, intruder.
I mean, did you really? Oh, no. All right, cool. I mean, we took a while, but we got 4. We're doing good. We're doing good. It's very hard to focus on the mechanics of the game, though, while you're doing this. Oh, hi. No, focus on the thing, Cal. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Okay.
Stop this nonsense, trespasser. You cannot break me! I'll break your guard, then you...
What? Oh, hi. No, Cal! Come on, boys. Do it. I dare you. Do it. Alright, I guess you're not gonna fire at the same time, huh? I mean, I could just slowly walk toward you and... Oh, jeez, I got distracted.
Impressive. I must kill this outsider.
No, I mean, that didn't go too well for you. Why are there so many pots here? Like... Oh, hello. How did I miss you? I suppose I was fighting for my life, but that's besides the point.
Want to look inside?
So I'm trying to think of what else we could do physically with levels. Like, obviously we can play with the verticality. Ooh, paint job. Okay, cool. Actually, let's take a look at that. Racer versus occultation. No, occultation. Not sure if I like the digs. All right. So we got our traditional mixing of elements here. Whoa, let's not dive into the fire, Cal. Which I did have another thought. We'll come back to the level thing in a minute, but so I'm wondering like how the game designers actually got this to like work, right? So I jump on the wall and Cal just starts running. Like, would you like temporarily like have him not respond to gravity to get that to work? And like just queue up a very specific motion? Like, I'm wondering like how that actually works like in the game engine itself. Though you might get some really weird effects if... Yeah, you wouldn't want to turn the gravity off for all the objects, because then your particle simulations and stuff are probably going to get messed up, or might mess with the game physics a little bit. So I'm guessing it has something to do with Cal's specific character. Okay. Why are we so high paced? There's no one up here, right? Is that okay, I was just down there. Okay, cool. Do I just drop here? What's going on? Okay, yeah, I guess I just dropped. Oh! Note to self.
You cannot break me!
Stim VD!
Lead, vermin! Stop this knuckle!
I could use the stem.
I could use a breather. Oh, man, see now they're telling me they're gonna start mixing elements together because they only had one of each enemy. They could have thrown in 5, but that would have been a little tricky.
Want to look inside?
But
Found something.
if I wasn't dumb, I would have looked down before I jumped, and that would have given me ample time to prepare. Not to mention I could have taken one out really easily. So I guess the game is also telling me maybe don't rush. Alright. Oh, you're just gross. Okay. We're doing alright. We're alive. Oh, hey, a door. Shortcut. Woot woot. Alright, cool. So I think it makes sense to actually heal up a little bit. Just take out the 2 fellas on the ridge here. Or 3 guys, whatever it is. And then we can get back to exploring. We're doing pretty good, so let's rest. Alright, we're just gonna immediately start jogging our way up here, because I know what's up. That was cheap, dude. Oh, come on.
You'll pay for that!
Gotta love the auto block.
That glitch.
All right.
Outsider. Was that a hit?
Aha! You left yourself open. Yeah, that's the danger of doing attacks like that. For me, too, actually. I've fallen for that a few times. Yeah, this combat is like, they leave you enough time to do things if you're paying attention. Though the, we never really talked about the, oh, right, you. I'll get to you in a minute. We never really talked about how the game, like telegraphing, we never actually covered that as a topic. So, telegraphing is basically when the, like, typically this is seen in like monster or like boss monsters, but essentially it's like, oh, look at me, I'm gonna start swinging, bam, bam. And basically it's there to serve as, is this a rope I can dingle dangle? I don't think so. I'll try that in a minute, but so, oh right, and this is where I originally got the lightsaber. But anyway, let me finish talking about telegraphing. So it's meant to tell you, like, they're about to do something, like, really specific. And if you learn what the boss's telegraphs are, recognize the patterns, you can start to figure it out. That's been very much the case throughout this whole game with all of the enemies, from the little guys all the way up to the big guys, is figuring out what their general patterns are and using that to your advantage. And because this is my second time through, it's a little bit easier for me to pick up on it, though the game does keep it fair by highlighting everyone in red to say this is a big attack, you can't block it, because otherwise I think that would be too hard to distinguish in the heat of the moment. So they actually make it, every attack can be recognized if you learn the pattern long enough, but they do it for extra big stuff to kind of keep it fair and avoid you from dying a bunch of times. So it's pretty well balanced. Now, let's actually see what this does. Oh, it just gives me a lightsaber sleeve. Okay, cool. This is originally where I got my double-bladed lightsaber, because I did not know you could get it on the other planet, whatever it's called. Wow. You know what? I'm actually gonna switch this back to blue. I'm feeling blue. I'm blue, ba-da-dee-da-ba-die. Probably all two of you are going to get that reference. Sweet. In fact, I'm going to change the digs back. I'm not exactly a huge fan of the, because that's not enough color contrast, I think. But yeah, we got the blue going now. Sweet. Alright, I might as well go do the cutscene thing. I don't think this is something I can grab onto. Nope, I just killed myself.
Could use a little help, BD.
Alright, awesome. Oh, before, is there anything over here? No.
Oh, fellow wanderer. I see you met the resident Nightsister, but, unlike most, you're alive. Well, lightsaber? No, don't hide it. That would explain your survival.
Who are you?
No one to fear.
Uh-huh.
Just a traveler, studying the nature of extinct cultures and dead philosophies.
You study the Nightsisters?
I study many things.
Uh-huh.
But yes, that Nightsister, oh, she was only a child when the war came to this world. She had to watch her whole family perish.
What do you know about those ruins?
Oh, ancient beyond belief. The Nightsister and her warrior kin were seduced by the power that lurks within. Avoid the ruin, or suffer the same fate.
Alright, so this dude, I forget his name now. I think it's Italian.
Yeah, I can't jump that high. Yeah, far. Yeah.
So We can come back here later when we have the double jump. But it's nice that the designers did not add a really cheap death here, because it should be... It's also, I suppose, narratively interesting, and I don't know if this is intentional or not, but if we think about it, like... So Cal cut himself off from the Force, alright? We already know that. But, basically, it should be within his reach, but it's just outside of it, just like his Force ability. So if he opens himself up to the Force, he can bridge the gap and continue on, you know, his journey and continue to be his full self, realize his full potential. So I might be overstretching that a little bit. It's very much probably just a way of the game designer saying, hey, you're not ready for this yet. Come back later, you know. But I don't know. I thought it was interesting. That's like one of the things you have to be a little careful of, like when you're doing analysis of some sort, is like making sure that you're not overthinking it. And I think I might have, but I don't know. It makes sense for Cal's story at least. All right, so ooh, is there? Oh right, I can go down there. I forgot about that. I think we're gonna get the double ready though, because that is some tight areas down here, and it's a great place for an ambush. Yeah, I like that. Oh, dang it. I forgot about your stupid... Whoa, I got cocky. Alright, we gotta come back and we gotta be a little bit more careful. I was not paying attention. I was like, it's fine. I've seen these things before. Nope. Yeah, that area is a bit of a choke point, so because I don't have my usual maneuver thing. So I think the slow and steady is going to be a lot better, and blocking and either luring them out or blocking to make sure they don't get all the acid stuff on the ground. Because if I dodge in there again, it's not going to be good. Of course, now we're stuck with a big old loading screen. All right. Well, at least I got the doorway, so we don't have to go all the way around like a chump. All right. I want my XP back, you little thing. Right. Oh, how nice of you to wait. Cool. Just don't go in the sludge, bud. Don't go in the sludge, bud. That almost rhymes. Say that 5 times fast. Alright, cool. I know there's one more of you, and you're all gonna be glowy, because you killed me. There you are. Sweet. Whoa, hey now. Feisty. Oh, yay. Every time man, those things just suck. Like, why did evolution make you? What prompted you to have acidic blood, spit, and you also drain the Force? Like, what set of circumstance that were just like, yeah, this is a good idea. Alright, up we go. Oh, Dathomir, you suck sometimes. Hello. Awesome.
Someone was drawn to something here. Energy from the ruins?
I don't know. Alright, so that's a bench. Secret discovered. Yay. Okay, I think I've actually discovered all of Dathomir for right now. So, I guess we're going to Zepho. And Hallyu. Which, while we're at the platforming, I wonder why the platforming here is so bad. Like, you know, we think about platformers and they're like, oh yeah, it's, you know, the Marios and the things and whatnot. Now, I actually did make a very simplistic 3D platformer. Oh, right, you guys are here again. Hi, how are ya?
brothers.
I'll get
an
back to my
intruder.
thought in a second.
I will take your life.
Oh, no, 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 no. You know what? We gotta go full throttle here. These guys are gonna kill me if I'm not careful.
Stop him from moving. Brothers, aid me.
Yep. Ay, 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 okay.
Up here.
Alright, just the one. Wait! I didn't have enough time to attack. Oh, now.
Right here, BD.
Serves you right. Okay. Oh, we almost have enough skill points, so that's cool. What was I talking about? Right, I worked on a very, very simple platform. Like, it was nothing to, like, sell and take to market. Haha. You know, but that did teach me a few things about just, like, platforming. Like, the biggest thing with platformers are to get the timing and the spacing correct for the jump. So making sure that the platforms are spaced correctly and that you give the player ample control and making sure that they can time their their jumps correctly. So, because, whoa, 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 what? No, 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 no. All right, fine. I just wanted to talk about platformers, but you wouldn't let me. Oh, dang it.
Hey, BD.
Wait, hold on. Give me a minute, guys. There we go. Okay. Alright. It was worth it for the skill point. Now, I just want to talk about Mario for 2 seconds. Can I do that game? Will you let me? Probably, because everywhere but Dathomir is totally fine. But, right, so platforming, like, the whole thing with that is making sure you have...
Finally.
What do you mean,
Glad you made
finally?
it back in one piece.
Making sure that you have the platform spaced correctly, the player has enough time to
Looks great,
judge the jumps,
You know, it's not the origin tree or anything, but
and
it does the
basically,
I like what you did
if
with the
you
branches.
mix up too many, if you mess too many of the elements up,
job. You know, you're all right.
where like the platforms are too far apart or there's too much precision that's needed, you know, that the rate of failure is too high. Players are going to get really frustrated. There's also, you know, how tight your control schemes are, because if you're going to be making very precise jumps, you need better controls, and making sure that the skill level is appropriate and all that. So, from what I understand from platformers, itchy up here, I think the reason that this game just doesn't do very well in that area is because, one, I don't think that was the main focus. Like, the big focus here is the combat, which really is great. But I suspect that there's the margin of error for a jump is too big. So I actually read somewhere that for a platformer, you want to have a margin of error on your jump. So players will tend to hit the jump button like right before they get to the edge because they want to make sure they have enough time to hit it. So I'm wondering if, like, the margin of error for, like, the actual distance of the jump is too much. Not making sure they take into account, like, when players would typically hit the X button, reaction time, controls. So I think somewhere in that general equation of this is the jump you need to make is just off. You know, obviously there's a lot of things we need to test to make sure that works, but, you know, you don't have to do any jumping in combat, so I can kind of understand why they didn't want to spend a lot of time on it versus the actual combat. 'Cause, I mean, again, there's a lot of variables to combat that, you know, make it exciting and allow you to continue learning about it and getting better and better, and just, you know, it's really dynamic, good combat. You know, there's way more layers to that. So it makes sense they would spend the time on that. All right. Hopefully that gobbledygook all made sense. All right, so Zepho, where are we going? Where's my little guy? Oh, well, BD just flew off into the great unknown over there. Wonder if you can spot him anywhere else on the ship. That would be nice. Oh, I heard a thing. Huh. Weird, you really don't see him that much. Maybe I'm just not paying attention. Let's just see if he's up in the cockpit, because I'm just curious real quick. Nope. Alright. Off we go. Whoa, hi, BD. Imperial exact. Oh, right. There's a Star Destroyer over yonder. Map keeps getting bigger. I guess we can also go downstairs now if we wanted to. Yay. Let's see. Okay, so I still can't go over there. I did all of that. There's a thing over here I can do now. Can I get there fairly easily? I think I can. There's another thing over there. I'm guessing those paths will somehow lead over there, so onward, Cal! Oh, I think there's a shortcut, though. I think we can we get through here? Hold on. Whoa, am I being fired at? Look what I got, boys.
Can't get through. Keep moving.
Yay. Alright. Am I going the long way?
I've really stepped it up. Are you and Grease safe?
You worry about the mission. I'll worry about keeping us off their radar. We'll be fine.
No, I think this is actually a shortcut. Before I had to come around over here and do that. Alright, yeah, we're good. What? Oh, Stormtrooper's like, no. You don't pay me enough for this. We'll use the double. See how that goes. Hi, boys.
Enemy hit.
Wait, did I chop his arm off? Oh, no, that's just like... Hiya, fellas. How's it going?
Arm up on me.
Keep dodging. I'm not giving up.
Keep stopping my attack.
Guess I'll get all the rewards for this.
Cool, cool.
Jedi!
Yep. Hi. Okay, we're moving along. Should be a guy up here. Hi.
He's under us.
And then there's a captain over yonder.
Don't let him get away.
Oh.
Just you and me, scum.
Oh, I actually stopped the attack. That's right.
Talk all you want. I only need a few hits. Step off.
Cool. I guess that works for melee guys too, because then I can just continually bash him until the guard is down. But I have to be careful with that because there's a good chance he's not going to be alone. It's very, very rare that someone will attack a Jedi solo. Cool, using those shortcuts we got. Oh, I forgot you guys were here.
Can't run from us.
Oh, alright, I thought that was gonna throw you off. Oh, Cal, why? Cal! I can't do a Wookiee thing right now. I could heal, but yeah. Is there a faster way? Just make sure I'm going the right way here. Alright, so we're gonna go through here, we're gonna take a right. And I think that's gonna go further towards the goal, so I think... Hold on, or does this go down? Is that a thing that goes down? Maybe. Alright, so I'll check that out on the way back then. So we'll just go to the right. Yeah, we'll hold off healing for right now. Did I go too far? Oh yeah, I think I did. Cal. See, this is what I'm talking about with the platforming. It could also be that they haven't added in a section where just as you're starting to fall, like, it depends on, like, how forgiving you want to be with the game, but if you're, like, just on the very edge and you still press X, you should be able to jump. Actually, I ran into this problem with my platformer. Hold that thought.
I'm ready for this. He's dead. What are you waiting for? Hit him already. Get up there. He's killing everyone. Aim and fire. We'll beat you. I just can't hit him.
Whoop.
I'll break your guard.
You were saying? So one of the things I found out when I was learning how to do the platforms, when we should pay attention. All right, now I'll heal. Is the right way? Yeah. Yes. The way that I had to detect, at least the way that the solution that I came up with, I have no idea if it was the proper way of how to do it, was I would basically, because the way I had it set up was when you hit the space bar, you jump, right? The problem is, just that command by itself, you would basically be allowed to jump while you were still in midair. So I had to create a little check that would determine if you were still on the ground or not. And if you weren't, it would basically disable your ability to jump. And that was done through like a little detection with a raycast, which I won't go into too crazy detail about what that is.
That doesn't scare me. I'll break your guard. Take this.
Cool. And what I found was, even though my object was still technically touching, say, like the edge of a platform over here, the way that my ray was being detected was from the center of the object. So it could just be hanging off by just a slight little amount. You should still be able to press spacebar. It would make sense. But because the ray wasn't detecting the ground, you would actually still slip and fall off. Oh, that's so much more satisfying. So I'm wondering if there's a similar issue here, where the way that the game is detecting where Cal is, even though you are nearing the end, you're still technically touching the edge, that it is not activating the jump properly. I wonder, that's just a hypothesis, if you will. I'd have to obviously take a closer look, so maybe there will be a platform we can take a look at in a bit. Alright. Ah, yes, this way. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, I forgot about this area.
I'll break your guard.
So I just want to kill this guy real quick. Oh no? Why no all reflect?
I'm watching you.
Weird. Oh, anyway, I actually forgot to mention this. In retrospect, this was a really interesting teaching moment because the game forces you to jump through this area while paying attention to the trooper. That actually taught you that there's a rest period between his attacks, which I thought was a pretty cool way to use the environment to teach you something. Oh, yes, we can slice this now, BD. Do it. And we're coming up on time here, so as soon as I get to the next save point, we're going to pause it there.
Yes. Let's take a look.
New Mantis paint job, mercenary. Alright, I mean, that's nice. That's not like dark and gritty and brooding. Alright, up we go. It's also really weird how you can climb some ropes and others are not. Like, remember that thing on Dathomir where I assumed it was a rope that I could climb, but it was not. So I'm wondering if maybe there's a visual clue I missed, or maybe there isn't one. So, something else to consider. Now then. That goes around that way. Which, I think I want to... No, I want to go that way. So... Oh, did I actually go too high? No. Oh, I went too high. I had to go through the Imperial base. Dang it. Alright, hold on. We gotta backtrack. Yeah, that rope is all kinds of janky, but like I said, that's hard to generate. We've not recent... see, what was that? Guess I wasn't facing the right direction. Alright. Also appreciate the paint jobs there. Like, I guess they're trying to teach you like where you can where you're supposed to jump. So I wonder, maybe we just missed it in the other spots where we're platforming. It's really hard to pay attention to that stuff while you're sliding to your doom. We want to go that way. Down in the mine we go. Bum ba dum ba dum ba dum. I think there's a save point somewhere. Yeah, I think we're gonna go up there. Oh, the save point right there. Okay, so let's just take care of a couple troopers, and we'll be in business. How did it?
On my way. Get the target.
Awesome. Just because I can. Another thing that I appreciate, again, this goes back to the telegraphing, is the troopers just won't blast you. You'll hear like a click, and then they'll actually raise their weapons up to try and notify you, which, again, it's pretty cool. It's good. It's good telegraphing. All right, we're gonna rest here. We're gonna call it. So I will continue to contemplate about that our platforming issue in this game and maybe how we can tweak it. Though again, we're just gonna have to make some hypotheses because, you know, we're guessing. We don't see the actual internals of the code, but it's an interesting question, and we'll see what else we can pick apart with this game. So thank you guys for joining me, and